Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with my East Carolina football predictions for the 2019 college football season. Before I continue, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated if you do that. I have a subscriber goal of 200 subscribers, which I would love to hit by August 24th. So go ahead and hit that subscriber button. If you're not subscribed, you won't regret it. We'll go through the pros and cons for East Carolina, the best case and worst case scenario, your three toughest and three easiest games. Then we'll go through the schedule game by game. I'll tell you which games I have East Carolina winning and losing, give you a score for each game as well, and give you a final record prediction and conference record prediction. One of a quick note before I continue. Do not hold me to the game by game picks and the scores. Just hold me to the final record prediction at the end. So East Carolina, a team that has a new head coach, Mike Houston, that is your one pro. East Carolina has one pro and one con. Your one pro is Mike Houston. He comes from JMU. We've seen some success in the past here with PJ Fleck. There's another coach as well that got hired from Washington's coach, Boise State's coach. I mean, they were originally at FCS schools. So there has been success with this trend. And I think it's going to work out for you. He comes from JMU. JMU, they win championships there. A lot of people I know actually go JMU, but in my opinion, Mike Houston is a pro for East Carolina. Your one con is the defense. Listen, your defense is not good. It's not a good defense. It's going to give up a lot of points this year. The good news is that I think your offense is decent, so I think you could maybe stay in a few of the ball games, but East Carolina's defense is borderline garbage. Now let's talk about your best case and worst case scenario. Here's the schedule right here in front of you. Best case scenario, 8-4. I'm going to be honest with you. The NC State game, the UCF game, the Cincinnati game, the South Florida game are all going to be tough. You can also maybe bring up the Navy and the SMU game. I think you lose at least 4 out of 6 of those games. Worst case scenario, 3-9. Garner, Red, William and Mary, and UConn. Those are your only 3 games that you win, and you lose to everybody else. Now let's talk about your 3 toughest games: NC State, Central Florida, and Cincinnati. NC State, they're one of the better teams in the ACC, in my opinion, and you're on the road against them. Central Florida, you're on the road against them as well, and they won the basically I call it the Group of 5 championship the past 2 years. Whoever makes a New Year's Six Bowl representing the Group of 5 to me is the Group of 5 champions. So they won it the past 2 years, and they won the American the past 2 years. And then Cincinnati, they're a really good team. They, in my opinion, I think they could easily win 10 or 11 games. So to me, Cincinnati is a very good team. That's your 3rd toughest game. Your 3 easiest games: Garner, Red, William and Mary, and UConn. Garner, Red, and William and Mary, 2 FCS schools. Get them both at home. And then UConn. Yes, you get them on the road, but they're basically an FCS school. They are probably a top 5 worst team in the country. So now let's go through the schedule. I'm just going to let you know right now, outside of Garner, Red, William and Mary, Old Dominion, and UConn and Tulsa, I've done, and SMU, even though we will be doing an SMU football prediction video, I've done all these teams already, football prediction videos, so go check it out. Let's start off with the schedule. At NC State is your first game of the season. In my opinion, NC State, they're going to be a bit worse than they were last year, but they're still one of the better teams in the ACC. It's on the road. I do have East Carolina losing this game, 35-17. I do think this game will be competitive, but at the end, I have to give it to NC State. Next game, Garner Red at home, win. You should get the win here. It should be a pretty easy win, probably. 47-16, Garner Red. Next game, at Navy. I went back and forth with this one. Navy, to me, is going to be much improved this year. I went back and forth with it. It's in Navy. I gave Navy the win by a touchdown, 38-31. I just think Navy's going to be much improved this year. I think last year was a fluke with them going only like 3-10 or wherever they went. Next game, William and Mary at home, win. FCS school right here. should get the easy win here, 49-12. Next game at Old Dominion. I was a little bit leery about this one. I'll admit it only because Virginia Tech lost to them last year. I think this game's going to be pretty close. It's kind of a regional rivalry because East Carolina is actually not too far away from the Norfolk area. It's in Greenville, North Carolina, and this game is getting played in Norfolk, Virginia, where Old Dominion plays their games at, and where Old Dominion is basically. I gave it to East Carolina by 10 points, 45-35, but it would not surprise me if you dropped this one. And if you guys want to make a bowl game this year, you cannot lose to Old Dominion on the road. Next game, Temple. Thursday night game against Temple. Listen, I think this is going to be a good game. I think it goes back and forth, but at the end, Temple is just a better team here. I had to give it to Temple by 8 points, 45-37. Temple. Then you get your first bye week. Every team gets 2 bye weeks because of how the calendar aligns with the schedule. Coming off the bye weeks, on the road against Central Florida, lost. Listen, Central Florida, they're just too good right now. I know they don't have the quarterback Mackenzie Milton this year because he broke his leg, and hopefully he gets better soon because he is a very good quarterback. But overall, Central Florida, I think, will beat you pretty easily. 49-23, Central Florida. Next game is your homecoming game at home against South Florida. Last year you played them tough and only lost by a touchdown in a kind of a low-scoring game. Expect something similar this year. It's in East Carolina. I thought about giving it to East Carolina. I couldn't bring myself to it. I do have South Florida winning this game, 27-17. It'll be kind of low-scoring, very competitive. At the end, South Florida is just a better team. I am kind of high on South Florida this year. Next game, Cincinnati at home. I think this game is actually going to be a really good game again, very competitive. But at the end, Cincinnati is just a better team. I had to give it to Cincinnati, 31-22, Cincinnati. Next game at SMU. I think this is a very winnable game for East Carolina. SMU, I think, is probably about 2 steps above East Carolina. I think SMU is kind of like around that 6-7 win mark. It's in SMU though. I think that's going to be too tough for East Carolina. I do have East Carolina losing this game, 33-28, SMU. I just think SMU is the better team. Then you get your second bye week. The good news for East Carolina is that you play 2 easy teams for your final 2 games here. First game at UConn, win. Listen, I don't think there's no way in hell you lose to UConn this year. 55-26, East Carolina over UConn. They're just terrible, as I said earlier. Top 5 worst team in the country. And then your last game, Tulsa at home. Tulsa, to me, is the second worst team in the American. Probably the worst team in the American West. I think East Carolina beats them kind of easily. It'll be somewhat competitive, but I think East Carolina wins this game 45-24. So that's all the games right there. If you count up all the wins and losses, I do have East Carolina going 5-7 with a 2-6 conference record. 5-7 with a 2-6 conference record. This is a 2-game improvement from last year. So that's good news if you're East Carolina. I do think Mike Houston is going to be a very good fit for East Carolina. I think he'll take them back to where they win 8-9 games a year. But overall, I just think East Carolina it's still going to be a year or two of growing pains for East Carolina. The good news is that you do end with a 2-game winning streak according to my prediction, so that's something to look forward to going into the off season. You could end on a high note, but. Anyways, 5-7 with a 2-6 conference record. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. I always like hearing from you all. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And please subscribe to the channel. It will be greatly appreciated if you do that. Thanks for watching, and this is McD the Beast signing off.